Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. Today we are going to play with E100 but small PP. Even though I prefer a thicker one, I prefer a bigger alpha damage one, the small PP is still an option and it is quite a solid one. So what this gun has? This gun has 530 alpha damage, it has better DPM than big PP, and at the same time it has simply rate of fire, you know? This is what people like and this is what people prefer, and it is important thing to highlight that some tanks have double options, if you know what I mean. And most important thing, accuracy. This tank actually has a very nice accuracy as well. If the big PP can be derpy, this one is significantly more accurate, right? And I thought it is just going to be a good thing to demonstrate that it is some tanks have couple of options instead of one. By the way, we were extremely successful previously with a big PP. Can we do the same thing with this setup? I do not know. I cannot promise you anything, but we can. What we can do, we can definitely try. How about that? Meanwhile, we are going to be aggressive here. I am not going to slow down. In fact, I am going to go in front like crazy mother trucker I am. How about this? And obviously, at the moment, since we have the DPM gun, we will try to push a bit more in front and we can try to say hello for the enemy forces playing over there. How about that? Our goal is to eliminate this Mr. Mouse sitting over there. That would be ideal and that would be perfect. Are we going to be successful doing this? I want to believe so. I want to believe that we are going to be successful, fellas. Meanwhile, other E100 trying to use the small PP, but then he is thinking, ay, Dios míos, I did not penetrate him. Whee! This is how it looks like. By the way, we can easily penetrate him in this angle if we would only hit our shots. That's all we need for a full happiness. I would love to save our guy from dying. At least I try to do that, but you know. Okay, I see how it goes. I see. So far we have a decent start. I definitely cannot say this is like the worst part for us or this is the worst experience we ever had. We are eliminating the Mr. Mouse enough, and we are still feeling very well and we are pretty healthy here. So what I want to do now, I think this is the moment whenever we are considering about going up. There is some guns which we can simply eliminate from the game, right? This is a 60 TP. Beautiful 60 TP is eliminated in Leo 1. I think all we need to do, we need to make a bit of pressure like this. And I think we are going to be completely fine. Meanwhile, unfortunately, Leo lit us on fire, which kind of sucks, but I know I cannot do absolutely anything about this. And yeah, we paid attacks for the Leo one for sure. Minus 2000 hit points just for him lighting us on fire. Kind of disappointing. I would call it a humongous disappointment, to be fair with you, but oh well, what can you do? Anyways, the most important thing is that we eliminated him from the game and now we can game ourselves, right? Can we say hello for this Panzer? Yes, we can. Beautiful. And as you can see, this gun has some beauty. It definitely feels like it is a very comfy gun to play with, right? At least this is how I look into this one. And it truly feels like we can eliminate enemies without bigger problems whatsoever and we can slap them. Meanwhile, I have a feeling that our Super Conqueror is Baboon. I have no doubts he is a Baboon, fellas. I can see that PP movement up, fellas. I can recognize Baboon from the distance. How about that? Meanwhile, our goal is to get as involved as we physically and possibly can here, right? Hopefully to penetrate enemies and to overall punish them for their stupidity, if I can say so. Very nice, very good. Whenever E4 will be eliminated, we can move on with our life, and this is what we want to see. Beautiful. Very, very nice. So, as you can see, it doesn't feel like E100 would be a bad tank with a small PP. It definitely doesn't feel like one, and it doesn't look like one. And I would say it is very respectable vehicle, right? Once again, in the end of the day, it depends on your style and on your preferentials. What do you want to do with your tank, right? This is how I look into all of this. Okay. At the moment, our goal is to go through the middle. Hopefully, we will be able to get one or another extra shot here. If not, then not. The 4.6 thousand damage and 200 assisting damage is nothing what I can complain about. And in fact, I am feeling pretty happy and pretty satisfied with this performance. And fellas, I think it is important to cover some tanks with a different setups and with a different guns, right? Because as an example, E100 is not only a tank which has two competitive setups. As an example, AMX M454, it has two setups as well. And even though I prefer a thicker PP on the AMX M454, the smaller gun is also an option, and not a bad one, fellas. And not a bad one. That being said, can we push it to 5,000? Yes, we can. 5.1 thousand. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now the question is, will we have a decent enough angle? No, we won't. Oh. Okay, that was unexpected. 5.1 thousand damage, 600 assisting damage brought us ace. Okay, I'm not complaining. In fact, I'm very happy. And we get 102,000 profits. I mean, that is great, fellas. More games like this, pretty please. That's very good. Okay, let's keep it up. Okay, very, very nice. Steps Assault. I kind of like this, to be fair with you. I do not really mind to play this game mode, and I do not really mind to play this map as well. Meanwhile, our 704 is being sarcastic to the maximum. He's yelling in the chat, no penetration again, down or fly. I think he's having a great time in World of Tanks. I think he's enjoying himself. Okay, so what is the goal for us? There is a couple of the options how we can play this game. And we can take a bit more defensive approach and a bit more defensive position, or we can go more aggressively. I think more aggressively is the right way to do this. I'm not going to push in. I am going to hold the angle, but I'm going to hold the angle from here, right? I think this is the correct play, fellas. I think this is the correct play. That's all we need for a full happiness. In the same time, I would love to slap someone sitting around this area. And I believe we can definitely afford this. By the way, Kunze Panzer is regretting his life choices at the moment. And I do not really... Are you... Oh, yes, you are. I was thinking, you know, is he that brave? Oh, yeah, he is that brave. Definitely he is that brave. Not too much thoughts, just push in and have a great time. Meanwhile, EBR is not paying attention. Beautiful, that's what we need for a full happiness. Very, very, very nice. Meanwhile, E5 is saying, no E100 meatball, come here. I will slap the living crap out of you. That's to be expected, that's okay. Not a big surprise, and not the first time, not the last time. What enemy team is expecting from our side? The enemy team is expecting us to keep peeking this, right? At least this is how it looks like. Yeah, 340 hits are shredding me. Okay. Wanna play? Come. Come and play. Come and play. That's to be expected, fellas. E5 has extremely, extremely good gun handling, and he is capable of doing things like this. But now we can say hello for him, since he decided to be just tiny touch more aggressive, right? Or at least I want to believe that we can punish him for his decisions. Maybe 50 TP is over there. Oh yeah, 50 TP is definitely over there. Beautiful shot, very, very nice. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up, fellas. We can definitely tell that E5 knows what he is doing. He isn't making bad decisions by any shape or any form. And what I would love to do, I would love to slap him in the ass. This is exactly what he deserves, and this is exactly what he likes, by the way. Yes, Skill, you know he likes that. Oh, yes, I do. Beautiful. Okay, he noticed that he was too aggressive in this kind of situation, and that is alright. This convoy is extremely annoying, and I'm pretending that I do not look at him, but in the same time I am silently expecting that he is going to make a bit of pressure like this. Meanwhile, all we want to do, we want to punish that E5 for doing something silly. And silly he does, fellas. Silly he does. Very, very nice. E5 is trying to escape now, and we are going to say hello for the Conqueror. This Conqueror will see what he have never seen before. E100 going for him full ramming force. Yeah, unfortunate. In this situation, this gentleman cannot do absolutely anything about taking one, apart taking one for the team and saying, I'm so sorry for that. Good. Once again, I think our team is way better than enemy team is, and it doesn't change the fact that we had a pretty good performance. We went in front, we did our 4,000, we are feeling pretty great about this, and it wasn't a rocket science whatsoever. Okay, beautiful. 3.9 thousand damage, 300 assisting damage. I don't really think we can complain about this. Ooh, our STB farmed like a boss. Very, very nice. And we got 71,000 profits. So we are third by experience, second by the damage. That's okay. Let's go for one more and let's hope to get casual 5,000. Okay, very nice. Himmelsdorf standard battle. This is looking promising to us. So what do we want to do? We want to go to Banana, and hopefully we will see enemy 260 making a hardcore pressure, trying to get involved to the best of his abilities, and if it is going to be the case, we are going to sit very well. Meanwhile, EBR is going through the middle of the field like crazy bastard, and that is okay, that is to be expected. Let's try to hit him. Unfortunately, I failed. That's not a big deal. Honestly, we are feeling pretty well. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful shot. All we want to do, we want to try to punish the CBR since he is going through the middle like crazy mother trucker, fellas. That's all we need for a full happiness. Beautiful, we slapped him once. That is all right for now. By the way, I have a feeling that we are going to simply get involved to the maximum here. I do not really think that we need to be afraid of anything, and we can simply go. I mean, in the worst case scenario, Minotauro is going to slap us. In the best case scenario, we are going to farm enemies like there is no tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I think we can load high explosives and we can say hello to this fava sitting over there, honestly. I do not really think that we are sitting bad by any shape or any form. Meanwhile, E100 is going towards us. We are going to say hello for him. Very nice. Let's try to make a hardcore angle so he is not going to penetrate us. That's alright. And now we are saying hello for Mr. Minotauro. Too bad I missed the shot, but that is okay. This E3, he doesn't give a shit, to be fair with you. This E3 wants to play here. Okay, I see how it goes, my man. I see how it goes. Meanwhile, Mr. E100 is still on the reload because he has a big PP. And now we have the Fava. And Fava is saying, whoa! He's trying to be aggressive to the maximum, and you know what? He is successful. He slapped us for 1,000 in the face, and we have a Minotauro situation on the side. Can we do something about the Mr. Minotauro? To be completely honest with you, no, we cannot. I should be able to... Yeah, I thought I will be able to cross like this. Yeah, the last game was the weakest one, unfortunately. I wish to say we would be able to do something here, but unfortunately, people from Banana, they effed off, right? They try to defend the hill, and in the same time, they are getting slaughtered now. That is okay. Sometimes games are looking like this, and sometimes you can finish everything with a situation like so. Definitely not the most enjoyable game, definitely not the best game score-wise, but it happens. I'm very, very well aware of that, you know, especially when the trash burns are going towards you to hit you once for 1.2 thousand, and after that they're getting slaughtered. But what can you do, right? It happens. So overall, where the performance goes, after 2 games we played for solid 5,000. After the 3rd game, probably our performance is more likely 4,000 combined instead of 5,000. But that's completely fine. No complaints, no regrets. Some situations are just simply working this way. Nevertheless, fellas, I'm feeling happy with this result. I'm feeling happy with this performance, and I hope you enjoyed the E100 with a small PP. Obviously, we cannot compare the performance which we had with a big PP, right? And by the way, our session with a big PP was 5.4 thousand damage and 900 assisting damage. Yeah, this time it's weaker, but what can you do? You know, we are not cherry picking the games. Anyways, that's what I have for you today, fellas. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you were very, very well entertained, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.